Alright, so, welcome back to another video. Um, it's been about 19 days, I think, since I last uploaded. But in that time, I have been a little busy on here. Um, I also had my year 11 ski trip, so that's also why I haven't, also why I didn't record sooner. Um, so you may notice some things, including this building right here, and, I guess some buildings around here. Um, so I've already went through and upgraded the Forester and the mine, which is just over here, which I do have the recording of, which is which I'll play in just a sec. But I've also cleared out spaces for two new factories that I'm about to put on. And I've already got one factory already built. So I'll quickly put on that time lapse. Alright. And then I'll come over here and show you what this is. So this is an andesite alloy factory. Also I noticed that, sorry, side tangent. I've noticed that the shaders aren't too laggy at the moment, so I'll keep them on. You know, just because. Yeah. Andesite alloy is, probably one of the most important resources of Create. So I thought it's probably about time to automate that. If we go over here, I can actually see how much I've got. About 10,000. That's pretty good. Plus, 17. I thought I had a bit more in there. I think that's mostly everything I've done. Yeah, this is pretty simple. 3 different cobblestone generators. So one, becomes iron, well, gravel, and gets washed into iron. One becomes sand and horns into soul sand, and washes to get, nether quartz, which is put into here to make diorite, into andesite, and into andesite alloys with the iron. Although it's got a pretty steady output. I can probably, here we go. I did set this up, in creative. I built this in creative, so, I think I might need to fix that. Yeah, create schematics are sometimes a little weird like this. Here we go. And then I can put this here. And then I can, there. Alright. So, the other two factories I have, that are just about to be made are, redstone and slime. Because slime's, annoying to get, I thought it'd be good to automate it. And redstone I have plenty of, but, I thought I might as well automate it as well. So I'll quickly get those built, which I might do another time lapse. But yeah, Um, I'll be back in a sec. So I've decided to turn off shaders because they started being a bit laggy. But these two buildings are finished. This is the slime farm, if you couldn't tell. Um, it's pretty simple. Basically, a big farm right in the middle, and to uh oh. All right. Where was I? Um, yeah, slime farm. I turned the shaders back on because I thought if this is gonna look bad, I might as well make it look slightly better with shaders. But oh well. So yeah, two bone meal farms at the back here. Um, I'm using limestone or crushing limestone into uh quartz, and then because you can't really make bones, you have to like make quartz and then crush diorite, I think. So that's what this does. It Well, I doubled it by stacking it. And it's pretty efficient. If I look back up here, I can see how many it's made. Like 1800, that's pretty good. Although the cactus piles up pretty quickly, so that's not super amazing, but that's something. Um and then the redstone factory, which is just oh boy. Here comes the slideshow. Acer Nitro 5, everybody. Um, I know some people would be like, well, that explains it, because it's a gaming laptop. Um, but, I like having the portability. Alright, so Redstone Factory, it produces about, I think that's per minute, maybe? Um, could be wrong. But it does quite a lot, like, it produces a bunch of blaze powder, which is pretty good. Um, and cinder flour, and redstone, which is, kind of the whole point. Um, yeah. All right. So, um, with that out of the way, there's two things left to do. That I wanted to do this episode. Um, and they were building, um, the sawmill, blacksmith's hut, and smeltery, which are all, university researched buildings. Nope. Um, as far as I remember, they're pretty simple recipes. Um, if I did JEI correctly. Let's see. Yeah, the thing, the smeltery is like stone and, um, not on my top of, not on the top of the priority at the moment, because, what I thought would be good to do would be, um, making a lava farm instead of, doing that, which I've already gathered all of the resources I need for it. I actually had them on me just a second ago before that happened. Um, and I've already tested this on creative, so I know it does work, and have seen it on, and I've seen other people do it, so I know it works. Um, but I think I won't use that Nether portal. I think I'll put it somewhere else. Although I do need to remember that I do have an idea for another building that I need. But I think that will definitely be a next episode thing. Probably. I might as well do it like at the bottom of this hill. Maybe. Or hold on. All right. So I've figured out the lava farm. It took me a little bit to figure it out, but it's actually really good. Like 420 32 buckets, and I only finished building it like maybe 10 minutes ago. I don't think it was that long ago that I finished building it. Um, but you know, it's pretty simple. It's just one of the ones where lava goes through a nether portal, gets filled up in the nether, and comes back through and gets deposited into here. Um, Figuring out how to use this for production is going to be another task. But maybe not for one, I'm not one right now. But because that's done, that just leaves the two or three buildings, I think. Alright, so I found spots for all three of them. Which are up here, over here, and down here. So the biggest problem I had was with the sawmill, because the sawmill actually includes a watermill. A watermill? Yeah, I think, you know, that thing. Oh, not watermill, water wheel. That's what I'm thinking of. I blame the sickness. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna need to, like, terraform to fix that up. Just make sure that, you know, it doesn't spill everywhere. But I could actually, connect it up to down here, because I have a water wheel down here. Which actually goes all the way down there as well. Except this water wheel's, more of a decoration, because, I think I connected it up. No, I didn't. Yeah. I will gather the resources for that, and then I think instead of doing... Well, I could do a big time lapse trying to show all of them. But that'll be a bit more difficult. Because I want to also, upgrade them all to level 3 while I'm at it, so... Yeah. Alright, I'll see what I do. Alright, so, these buildings have been finished. I got them to level 3. However, I do not have anybody to work with them, which of course is a problem. But it is a problem that I'm going to fix later. Um, as you can see, well, you probably can't see because not in front of me and I'm lagging. Um, they are done. So if I go to the map, that's probably easier to see. There's the other two. I think I also did the tavern. Um, I can't remember if that was before or after. I can't remember. Um, yeah, I think that's it for today. Um, or at least this time. Um, I already have an idea for what I want to do next episode, and it's a pretty big task. Um, a pretty big task that my power station may not be able to handle, but I think we'll see when we get there. Anyways, thanks for watching, and goodbye.